All right, so Saturday night Z night this week.
At the shop.
Friday we took it off, but we have full access to the shop facility. As you can see, the Z's sitting on the rollers right now. Now this is not a horsepower measuring dyno, but it is a dyno that enables us to run yeah, we can make some pulls. We can do what we need to do and get our take data logs and make adjustments to fuel. So initially pulling the car off the trailer right off the bat, we are super rich. Last two passes of the night last week were just plain bad, and it's because it's just dumping fuel and
you can smell it as soon as it fires up.
This is all about changes that we made to try to help the cold start. It was going super lean on cold start, but we're hoping to address all that tonight. But we do have some new parts here too. So today we are going to be installing the MSX daughter board or expansion board for the MS3. This is going to enable us to do an electronic boost controller, which is why you see this boost solenoid sitting right next to it. So our boost will be 100% controlled by the Megasquirt, and so we won't have to use this janky piece of shit anymore. This Grimspeed manual boost controller worked okay for about what, a year?
A little while.
Yeah. A year, and now it's just totally giving us shit. So we're going full electric, and we are going to have that all done tonight, and then we're going to make a better fuel map using the dyno and try to just get all our parameters good. All right, so I'm gonna work on tearing the Megasquirt down, putting the new board in, and Matt is going to work on getting some resistance readings on our cylinder head temp sensor so we can get all that
accurate readings.
Yeah, if we can get that temperature sensor to work right, it's gonna help our startup. It's gonna help
change everything. Yeah.
So we're not even gonna bother trying to tune anything on the dyno until we get that sensor working right. The MSX should be a plug and play addition to the normal base MS3, just through these ribbon cables that are on here. There shouldn't be any soldering required except what I need to solder on to the new connector. So instead of this little block off plate here, we are gonna have our MS3 card connect right there, and we'll only use the terminals that we need. We don't need to run any new powers or grounds or anything. So we are actually going to have, I think we're just gonna run 2 wires off of this right now, one for the boost controller and one for the cooling fan relay control, and so we'll just have a couple of wires soldered onto this coming off of the main harness. So should be pretty simple, real straightforward. So let's get started. All right, so we got the MSX ribbon cables routed, and so now we need to get it all assembled in the box.
It's hard to be perfect all the time, but we're perfect like 99.9% of the time.
I mean,
so that's
pretty good.
It's the best you can hope for.
Okay.
There we go. It's a lot better.
I just need to grab this bitch.
Easy.
Ha ha.
There we go.
All right, cool.
Got her in.
Now I just need to
Firing up the temp sensor. We're gonna be on the road here soon.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some dyno pulls real soon. So we got the boost solenoid hooked up. We played with our fuel table a little bit to cut all the rich out, and it seems to be running pretty happy. So now we're gonna get it on the rollers and see if our boost actuator is going to, or our boost solenoid is gonna work like it should. So we're working on all the Megasquirt settings for boost, and here's hoping everything works the way it should. Matt's already yawning.
Shut up, dude.
Light her up, brother. So we made a couple little pulls on the dyno and found we were over boosting. So after looking up another diagram online for our boost solenoid, we went ahead and switched it up a little bit. I think we had a couple of the ports backwards. It's a 3-port solenoid and we're running a 2-port setup. So Matt's straightening that out. And then we're gonna make a couple more pulls, see if we can get boost control. Made another pull. We didn't get any video of that pull, so we were just waiting to see what's gonna happen. But you can see how flat the boost line is right here. We only hit 8 pounds, so actually there's very, very good boost control there. So now we're gonna start bumping it up. So we gotta go fuel pump on, that's our power source, and then boost on.
Let's see if she's working. Yeah, buddy. She's a buzzing.
Good, good. All right, let's try to make a pull. gotta get her in the boost.
For sure.
You can watch the boost gauge right here and kind of see where it flattens out. Boost up there, that one with the turbo.
There's control settings. There's control
table. Yeah, the one, like the second one. All right, so all those red ones that say 60.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bump those up to like 65. I think it becomes really fine-tuned once you get up into it.
We hit up to about 15 for a few seconds and then drop back down to 12.
All right, bump it up to 70. Now that we're pretty close to where we want it, we can go into the closed loop table and set it to just, it can manipulate it to try to make it more flat. So instead of being so spiky and like ramping up and down, it'll make it a lot more flat. We still need to check our two-step launch at the shop. All right, let's get a little two-step in.
Got a little swirly.
Oh, laid some rubber down. Oh shit, dude. Roasted them. Yeah, you can see grip the whole way. I just kind of want to see what it's doing. I'm not going to launch it. I'm just going to get on the two-step. Look, it almost went to boost cut.
Yeah.
Wow, we're making a lot of boost on the launch.
We are.
Oh shit. We need to be able to limit that a little bit. Let's
Still going super rich.
that's kind of normal. It's dumping fuel.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to. All right, so we're gonna just kind of try to dial it down a little bit. I'm gonna lower the RPM some.
Just a bit.
100 RPM.
Yeah.
All right, see if we can keep the boost under control. I really want it to like kind of flatten out.
Yeah. It stopped right at 14.
Dude, it's gonna leave some. Let's see how it leaves.
Hold on, let me put my seatbelt on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, two-step's working like a
Yeah. Oh man.
Alright, cool. Man, I think we're pretty much set.
I know.
You down to knocking the alignment out on it real quick? It's only 8:30.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what else to do. She's ready to race.
Yeah, I know. It's running good.
Yeah, baby! You hear that, baby? North Star, we're coming for your Mustangs next week. Well, dang, we did everything we came to do. We've only been here a couple hours. Really, it's running 100% better in every way. But we got our two-step back, and we got the two-step.
She's running good.
It's like dial.
It's like peaking right about 14 and a half.
So it's getting up to 14 and then flattening out.
Yeah.
So we can just sit at 14 pounds on the line as long as we need
Normally
to.
before we had to kind of time it because if you stood on it too long, it would start losing boost.
Yeah.
But
Or
now-
over boosting
or
and opening the
cutting,
wastegate.
yeah,
So I mean, we were going down the highway at 70 miles an hour
And it was
for
running good.
many
Yeah, it was
minutes
running
in a
great.
row. So actually, yeah, we're pretty happy with it. So we're gonna get on the alignment rack now. We're gonna get the alignment right and make sure everything's good there, and we're gonna be ready to race. All right, so we got her on the alignment rack, and it's a good thing because this thing has more than 3 degrees total toe. That is way excessive.
Got the fuel gauge working again pretty much for the first time since we've had the car. So
Yes, now we have a fuel gauge in our fuel cell, or that reflects our fuel cell. We got rid of 3 degrees of toe, which was definitely slowing us down. We got electronic boost control. We got the two-step fixed. We got
did it
the
all,
ridge
baby.
condition fixed. What's happening next week, dude?
we're eating some people up in North Star.
Dude, Mustang, Camaro, Charger, Hellcat,
K19,
Trackhawk, Stompathon,
Lamborghini, 911 Turbo.
McLaren, Stompathon. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week. We'll see you at the track.